So you want to become the conductor in Enginefall. Firstly, you've got to fight through all the carriages to make your way through to C0. And assuming you've done that, you will end up in the final carriage. So now you need to make your way through this carriage. It can get quite violent because a lot of people will be trying to make their way to the conductor's room. Obviously, if people are being aggro here, you need to be wary of it, but also it can be a good place to team up with other players who are trying to take conductor and breach the control room. So when you eventually get to the front of the carriage and you find the control room, what you'll find is you need a control room key card. So how exactly do you get the control room key card? Well, it's actually inside the control room. So how on earth do you actually get in the control room? Well, what you need to do is either go to the top up here or make your way down below. You will find that you have these doors. And with these doors, you need to make sure you have a breacher in order to breach them. So before entering this carriage, your best bet is to go to your tech tree and make sure you have unlocked the airlock breacher. So in order to make the breacher, you need to go inside a crafting machine, and you should now find an airlock breacher. So craft the airlock breacher, and now what you want to do is make your way either to the top or the bottom where the doors are that allow you to place this breacher. As you can see, you can just slot it on right there, and it takes around 60 seconds for the breach to take place. Obviously, you've got this siren going, so the conductor and anyone in the control room will get alerted. So they'll know some people are trying to break in, so be prepared for a good fight. You can actually see the process of the breacher on this bar here. Okay, cool. So we've got 10 seconds. And this is usually where a big battle will commence. So what you want to do here is take out whoever is in conductor. Let's just pretend this guy's conductor for now. Say I take him out. There we go. Hey ho, and now I'm in the control room. Obviously, other people will also be trying to break in, so make sure you're safe. But once you are, you can run over to this seat here, and this is where you can begin your conductor registration process. So if you hold E on here, takes 60 seconds and you will become the conductor of the train. So as you can see, I've been registered as conductor, and as you'll see on the right side of your screen, that will show for everyone that you are the conductor of this train. So what are some of the benefits of becoming conductor? Well, you get some fun little tasks like sounding the horn, which will sound for everybody on the server. You can actually talk to everybody on the train. Hello, 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 I am the conductor of the train. You can also set a message, which again will show for everybody on the train. Hello, I am the conductor. You can also print out your own key card here, control room key card, which gives you ease of access to get in and out. And obviously just make sure that no one's trying to sneak in when you open these doors. If you come down below over here, you'll find that there's a fabricator here where you can make some really cool conductor's clothing. You can make the conductor's jacket, the conductor's hat, and all these awesome T4 pieces of armor and weapons. You've got a legendary drill, you've got a T4 sledgehammer. This is all of the best loot. Of course, you also have your own tech tree here, and there's even some build zones, so you can get set up here quite nicely. There we go, now I've got my conductor's uniform on. But most importantly, what you're here for is fuel core. So what you can do, there's a fuel core refine station right in the center where you can instantly start crafting these fuel cores. They take quite a while to craft, but you can make 3 at a time over here. But another way of making these fuel cores, if you make your way out of the control room, you can come down to this section of the carriage where you'll also be able to collect these fuel cores, where you get the fuel cells, the fuel nodes, and the fuel shards. So what you want to do is create a load of uranium. You can do that in all 3 of these, and there's actually another set just on the other side over there. So if you have a team, you can make absolutely loads of these. What you'll find is these turn into uranium, which you can then use to create fuel cells, fuel nodes, and fuel shards. And once you've collected enough of these, you want to head back into the control room and come to the bottom here where you can refine fuel cores. And the fuel cores can be made up using the fuel node shards and cells. So then you've got a bunch going down here, and you'll have them being crafted up here. Once you've found that you have enough loot and you've got enough fuel cores ready to go, you want to make your way to an extraction point. So you'll have to head back to C1, which is the closest extraction point, and call in your dagger. So I'm going to head underground here. You're going to come through the airlock, but here you'll be able to call in your dagger shuttle. So wait for 60 seconds, try your best to not get killed. You don't want to lose all your stuff after all that hard work. And once your dagger shuttle arrives, you want to jump off the train, onto your dagger shuttle, and presto, you can now extract.